I basically had to pay 60 cents to give someone 164 cards. That's not worth it. Hey, what is going on, guys? My name is Kyle. You're watching Sweet Potatoes. Welcome back to another video. Just wanted to make a kind of a quick video, a little bit unscripted on a little bit on TCG Player. Lace is out getting paint supplies. We're about to go paint Elijah's room, so we needed to do that, but I figured I'd make a quick video showcasing TCG Player, but specifically something that I learned. So I don't even know if this is going to help anyone, if this is going to be a good tip for anyone, but I just wanted to show what my experience has been so far with TCG Player. So looking at everything here, so we're on the website. So just wanted to show off first. Right now I'm a level 3, right? So seller level 3 on TCG Player. Trying to work my way to level 4, but I'm not gonna make a video about, how to quickly get to level 4. Just want to show that right now with everything that I'm doing. Started recently. I'm a TCG Player level 3. I mean, looking at everything here, to get to level 3, it's actually pretty easy. Over here, you have to have at least 11 orders that reach the expected delivery date, and your feedback ratio needs to be 85% or above. So super easy to get to seller level 3, and honestly, it's really not that hard to get to seller level 4. You need to have at least 51 orders that have reached the expected delivery date, and your feedback ratio needs to be 90% or above. Pretty easy to do. I know there's a lot of videos out there on YouTube talking about how to speed run to level 4, and the thing is, I was trying that for a little bit, but it's kind of why I'm making this video, is because based off me trying to speed run the whole thing, I actually ended up losing a little bit. I guess not really losing a little bit, but well, let me just explain here. So first off, I'm a little bit more experienced when it comes to selling through eBay versus TCG Player. The thing is, honestly, I'm trying to move away from both. So I did create my own website, sweetpotatosccg.com. So if you're interested, go check it out. Right now I'm still selling on all 3 platforms, so I still have an eBay account up, I still have TCG Player going, and then I have the website. And honestly, when it comes to selling singles, I think TCG Player is going to be probably the easiest in terms of listing single cards and everything like that. As you can see here, this was my sales from November of 2024. Quite a few sales there. I mean, it's not anything crazy, but when we started Sweet Potatoes, we needed to, of course, get capital. So I sold a lot of my personal collection just to get things rolling. Honestly, we wanted to get more into Lorcana. So not only were we selling Lorcana, but we were selling a lot of my old Pokemon collection as well. So that's November. You could see mostly eBay, 1 TCG Player sale. And again, this is a kind of tracking of sales here. And then here is December 2024, a little bit more eBay still, and then just a few TCG Players. And then when we come to 2025, this is February, but looking at January, I'm starting to post a little bit more on TCG Player. So we have these sales right here from TCG Player. And then February, I haven't listed everything yet. Had quite a few shipments go out recently, but I haven't listed it here just because I'm waiting for those to go through before I actually list them. Now, specifically what I wanted to talk about, and you can see here all the sales here, I'm probably going to be blurring the order number and the buyer name just to keep their privacy intact there. But you can see we got some cards that are in transit right now, and of course we have all the sales here from prior. Now, specifically what I actually wanted to talk about was this specific sale right here. This is the one that kind of opened my eyes to, hey, maybe I shouldn't do the strategy that I'm about to talk about here. A lot of this, to give a little bit of a background, we had opened up a bunch of well, we only had 3 boxes, but we had opened up 3 boxes total of Pokemon Terrestrial Festival, and I ended up listing a lot of the singles and everything on TCG Player. I listed some on eBay. There's still some left on eBay, and there was quite a few that actually sold on TCG Player. The problem being I listed a lot of them for a few cents, 3 cents, you can see it here, 4 cents. So a lot of these cards went out for very cheap. Now this does look like a pretty decent order. Total order amount was $5.69 for, I think it was like 164 cards or something like that. So about 150 plus cards for $5.69. That is, if you are already an experienced seller, you know, that's a lot of cards, especially when it comes to shipping, for very little amount of money. Now, for shipping, with TCG Player, you can't really set your shipping very well until you are seller level 4. So for those of us seller level 1 to 3, we have to be pretty static in the way we set shipping. I set my shipping amount to $1.25. Now, that works when it comes to any kind of order where I have less than maybe, let's say, 10 cards, right? It's a lot easier to ship 10 cards in a plain envelope than it is to ship 150 cards. There's no way that's going out through plain envelope, so I end up having to pay for shipping, right? More than $1.25. Because if you, again, look at all these cards here, probably the most expensive card out of this bunch was the, what do we have here? The Umbreon and Leafeon for around 24 cents for the Leafeon, and in total, we were able to sell all 3 Umbreons that we got, and these were non-holo. They did not have the Master Ball or Pokeball stamps, so total sold 3 of them for 72 cents. That was the most in terms of everything else here. When we look at the tracked sales here, so that sold in 2025, January. This is when it caught my attention, when I was entering it in basically my sales for the month there, and I realized I did want to make a video on this. So if we look here, January 8th, we have Terrestrial Festival, 164 cards. Now I listed it for $5.69. In total, the buyer paid $6.94. So that's the $5.69 plus the $1.25 shipping. Now the shipping label by itself cost me $6.35. And you also have what I put here, the platform fees. So TCG Player charges, of course, to use their site, just like eBay does. And the thing is, I'll come back to this, but their fee amount is charged after their shipping amount. So in total, the fee amount isn't taken out from just the products alone. It is taken out from, if I'm not mistaken, it's taken out from adding the products with the shipping. So that fee amount is taken off from the total amount of the order, that's $6.94. So when we calculate all of that in, after everything, my net was actually negative 60 cents. So basically, when we take a look at the amount of time that it took to get all the cards together, and then shipping cost, I basically had to pay 60 cents to give someone 164 cards. That's not worth it. That's not worth it at all. And the thing is, I'm still relatively new to TCG Player, so I thought maybe each card would count towards that number, towards level 4. It doesn't. It only counts towards, and that's my fault, but it only counts towards, so even if you sell 164 cards, that is one order towards that level 3, towards that level 4, right? That's not 164 points, that's one. So I basically paid 60 cents, gave away 164 cards for work, right? For 1 point towards seller level 4. Basically, what I probably want to try and warn people against, again, I'm not a professional in this. I'm still learning. I'm still TCG player level 3, trying to get to level 4, but I realized I'm not gonna rush the process. I ended up deciding to set a floor price. So for those of you that don't know, when we look at, let's say, the cards here, so let's look at a Charcadet. So looking at the Charcadet here, you see that there's a lot of listings for a cent. I mean, it's really up to the seller if they want to go ahead and do that. Fine, by all means, go ahead and you know, set that listing for a cent. But you end up getting people that take advantage, and it's not that they're not able to do that. They saw the opportunity and they took it. They saw a bunch of cards under one seller for about a cent each, and they were able to take advantage, having to only pay $1.25 for shipping. Why wouldn't you, right? So we call this the race to the bottom. And the thing is, when you race to the bottom, it's very easy for one, I mean, just the amount of time it takes to list the card and then get it shipped really isn't worth that single cent. So what I ended up doing was setting myself a floor price. I don't know if this is gonna work in whole, but this is something else that I'm going to try and see if it works. And I'll show you an example of what of a sale that I think kind of worked a little bit here. So we have a whole race to the bottom, everyone listing for 1 cent so they can get that sale. If we go to sell this, the basically last sold listing, I mean, that's plus shipping, was 10 cents, but 10 cents. TCG market price is around 7 cents. Personally, for some of my listing, the lowest price I'll probably go is maybe 5 cents, right? 5 cents for a card. Even if the TCG market price is 3 cents, I'll still list it at 5 cents. I did try this with a different order. It was this one here, where you can see I had a bunch of cards listed, and of course it wasn't the biggest sale, but hey, look, it was product amount $2.59, shipping amount $1.27, and the total order amount was $3.86. For some of the cards here, you could see they're 30 cents. So for this set, for Azurite Sea, right now I have the floor price set actually at 30 cents. Not all of these cards are, in some people's eyes, worth 30 cents. If we take a look at this Monterey Jack here, you see it listed as low as 3 cents, right? 3 cents, 4 cents. You can go ahead and do that, but again, I'm not saying I was super successful, but hey, someone did buy it, and I'm not going to show off their information, but they did buy the Monterey Jack at 30 cents. It's not that I'm trying to rip people off, but I mean, 30 cents, if you really think about it, really isn't that much. And at least, hey, you're not going to be losing out on listing 1 cent cards. If I compare this, when you look at everything here, again, the product amount being $2.59, shipping amount, they pay, $1.27 across the board. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, for 6 cards, I think I probably set that shipping for, I don't have it set in the tracker yet, but that shipping was probably around 69 cents, right? Because we're also including the material that it takes to ship it, sleeves, envelopes, postage, everything like that, that all adds up. Paying 69 cents for postage is gonna help a lot towards not eating the cost too much of shipping. And then when you look at the fee amount, 80 cents, net amount 306. Depending, I don't have the breakdown here, but at least I'm not losing as much money. Now, of course, I'm not going to be getting quicker sales by listing a card at 1 cent, but if you keep listing more and more cards, you expand, I guess horizontally, if you want to call it that, where you just keep listing more and more cards every day. You can see right here, right now, I only have 1,362 cards listed out of 50,000. 50,000, which is a lot of cards, being the limit that a level 3 seller can list. The more cards you list, the more eyes you get on your cards, and the more chance you do have of a sale. You don't necessarily need to try and beat everyone at a single cent. You saw it right there. Someone bought Monterey Jack at 30 cents when there are some that are listed at 3 cents, right? So I guess if I were to give a little bit of advice, don't feel like you have to race to the bottom with your sales. Yeah, you can try and get to level 4 as quick as possible, but honestly, probably an easier way to do it is try and find the cards that are a little bit more value, over $5. That'll be more worth selling. So maybe, I guess, as newer sellers on TCG Player, it might not be worth it in the beginning to list your very, very common low cost bulk, right? And sorry if you can hear the dog in the background there, Izzy. But yeah, so I just wanted to talk on that. I guess maybe I'll give updates as we go along, and I'll give updates on how this whole process is going. Maybe when I get seller level 4. Right now I'm still seller level 3. But yeah, I just want to say that I'm switching. I'm trying not to race to the bottom, and I'll set myself a floor price. I think that would honestly be better for a lot of you who are also new TCG Player sellers like myself. Just so you're not wasting too much time and money trying to, sell cards. But anyways, yeah, that's just my 2 cents. Let me know, guys, if this video is helpful to you at all. Hopefully it is. Let me know if you guys have any tips on selling through TCG Player, because again, I'm not a professional in this, just kind of starting out, seeing how it goes. But yeah, again, hopefully this video helps you out. If you are interested in buying cards, check out our website, sweetpotatoesccg.com. But yeah, guys, that will be that. Thank you for watching. Like it if you liked it, subscribe if you want to see more. And again, let me know if you want to see more videos like this, a little bit more tip kind of videos. But I hope to see you guys in the next one, and hope you guys have a blessed day. Bye-bye.